Hello folks, welcome to Gadget Girl TX, and today we are going to look at the Archer and Olive winter subscription box. So it is Cottage Comfort, and it's kind of that German Scandinavian aesthetic, and we're going to jump in and see. I didn't open this already and take the boxes out and go through things, and even tried a few samples on stuff. So I just didn't want all the extra paper and plastic while we were looking at the box, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and take a look at what's inside. So Cottage Comfort is the theme for the box. You're going to see these motifs and these icons throughout as we go through. On your card is a description of each of the things that are inside, so we're going to take a look as we go through. So one of the first things that you're going to see is this little tiny box in here, and on the back of the box it says vegan leather stickers. So here we have some little tiny stickers, and vegan leather is usually just a type of plastic. These are debossed, and you'll see again, like I said, these same images and icons that are showing up on here, you're going to see on these. So these are a nice thick sticker that have that leather feel to them. They are adhesive on the back. You could use them as envelope seals. You could use them as decorative elements in your journaling. You could probably figure out a way to use them as tabs as well. I've heard people say that they are planning on using them for different things, like to cover up the icon on the front of a journal that they don't like, or to use them for different markers or page markers that they're going to go back to repeatedly, which would be like a tab, things along that line. So there are 6 of those. You have this bud flower. You have this heart cross stitch pattern. Here you have the little cottage that says cozy at home. And then you have the large flower. Again, more of this cross stitch heart pattern that says comfort zone. It's almost like a cable knit, and they're textured. So there's a tactile element to using them as well. And then this is the bird that you'll see. So a lot of those elements, again, are here in this theme that you're going to see throughout the box. So those are the vegan leather stickers. There are 6 of those in different colors, and you're going to see a lot of these colors come up again and again as well. The next thing that we're going to see is in this envelope here, and again you'll see the same motif coming through, that floral motif, and we have an embroidered bookmark. So this is a canvas with a muslin type of fabric on the back. It is solid on the back side. You do have the machine embroidery of that motif on the bookmark itself with a gold tassel. The bookmark is about 2 inches by 6 inches. It is fairly thick, so it'd probably do best in a spiral versus a book bound, or a coil bound. It would do well in a coil bound or in a spiral. I think this might be a little bit thick for a book bound, but it's up to you depending on what type of bookmarks you're used to using. But that is the embroidered bookmark. Then there is a paper punch. So here in the paper punch, you have this motif. Here again is this tulip flower pattern as well, and it is a corner punch. So you will stick the edge of your corner of paper in there. give it a punch. It does have a keeper, so the pieces, little bits and pieces fall in there, and it does trim the corner, and it also gives you this pretty little tulip pattern on there as well. So this is a red and this is a light gray paper, and you can see how that pattern goes on there. So you could use that on all four corners, on cards, on your journaling pages, if you wanted to just put that neat little edge on your journal. So you have, in this envelope here, again, we see this same motif on here. And this is a stamp set. So here you have acrylic stamps, and you have the flowers and the buds. You have little ones, you have leaves, you have like a grass or edging. This might even be like a picket fence type of pattern. Here you have a scallop, the cottage, the bird, the bunny, more florals, a little tree. So you have these, and in addition to that, you have a block and ink pad. So you get a little acrylic block that looks like this, and it also comes with an ink pad set. So the ink pad set is petal shaped. Again, these are the same motif colors, same colors as in the different motifs that you'll see. These are on a little pin that inserts on the side, and they pull out like this. You have a thin edge and a wider edge, so as you're getting in to do little detail work, you have the smaller part to do that. You have the wider part to cover your large areas on it. It does create this drop pattern. So in and of itself, you could use them to create a pattern or to create a border or decoration on those as well. So that is your ink set, and you have this peachy orange, you have an off-white, you have a silvery gray, a purple, a medium blue, a brownish copper or a coppery red color, a light brown, and this green. So you're going to see all of the colors that are very similar as to what's in the other things as well. So that's all together in a nice set, all in one place. I would love to see more stamp sets like this. The variety in it, the ease of use, the shape of being able to get in and create different shapes with that, get into the smaller areas, the bigger areas. Really excited about using this on several different projects. This is a motif, a design that I absolutely love. I have a sticker set with a similar pattern to this on my stand mixer in my kitchen. And I have a very kind of Scandinavian cottage country look in my kitchen. And so there's several of these patterns there as well. But this is your stamp set. It also comes with an acrylic block and the ink pad as well. So, and these stamps that are in here, you could use to make this motif on the outside as well. The next thing on the list is a set of washi tapes. So you do get 4 washi tapes in various sizes. So here you have a gray with that heart cross stitch kind of pattern on it that we've seen on other things already. It does have a gold foiling for part of the pattern. So this is a gray paper that I'm putting it on. So you're going to see it kind of disappear a little bit, but you will see that white heart does pop out a little bit more because it is going on to the gray paper. So, and I use gray paper because it does help show that white, and I very rarely get gray washi. So in this particular case, that gray just kind of is almost the same color as the gray. The other washi that we have here is that little cottage pattern in the color family of the inks and the different motifs as well. So this is on a paper white background, so you'll see that white stand out a little bit here on the gray paper. On that pattern, it looks like it's about a 2.5, 3-inch repeat on that pattern. Then there is also the more of the heart or sweater knit pattern as well. And this is on that gray blue color with a darker blue and white heart, or that cable knit kind of pattern. And then lastly, you have this design right here. So this is the repeat on the design, and it is in that dark red, that kind of peachy orange, the navy, the medium blue, the beige, the gray, the white, all of those on there. So those are your 4 washies that come with it, all in that familiar colorway, that same colorway, and they come in a nice little box like this. So you'll see those colors continue in that way as well. Then you have a set of acrylographs. So these are the acrylic paint pens that you can use to mark on quite a few things because they are a paint pen. They do come in the 5 colors of vanilla cream, red herring, cerulean, Dutch blue, and cozy gray. So this is the cerulean, and again, this is on gray paper. And I may be saying that wrong, but it's a dark blue, kind of a navy with a grayish undertone. This is red herring, and again, I did use these ahead of time so that they would be inked and ready to go. So this is red herring, and they do have that little bead or stopper in there for shaking them up, but you'll see it's kind of an orangish red color. Then we have vanilla cream, which is an off-white, kind of a beige tone to it, which is great for writing on darker papers. Here you have the medium blue, which is called a Dutch blue. And the last one here is cozy gray. So those are your 5 acrylographs that come with that. And you'll see they just follow the same color pattern that we have in everything else. You'll see that red herring is very similar to this pinky peach color that's here on the stamps. It'd be similar to this tone here on here, the washi. So those are your acrylographs. So that's a nice set of colors for you on that. All right, so the last thing in the box, there's 2 big things left. I'm going to set this to the side so I don't get ink or that acrylic on anything. And here in the box, you have an A5 notebook with a folk tradition cover. So these come in a nice box if you are wanting to, if these aren't your style and you want to gift to them, all of these come in beautiful boxes. It would be easy to make a gift set out of the things that are in here, because even the ink comes in a box. So make it easy to wrap, so easy to gift if it's something that you're not intending on using, but you want to give it to somebody else. So this is a textured cover, feels kind of like denim. It has the light blue and red foiling debossed on the cover of it. It is a elastic closure with a pen loop. It is A5. It is dot grid all the way through. It comes with 2 bookmarks on the navy ribbon, and one of them has the Archer and Olive logo. So this is the 8.5 dot grid folk tradition notebook. And then you also have the square notebook. So this is an 8x8 square notebook that has the elastic closure, also has a pen loop, has 2 off-white ribbons with the Archer and Olive logo. And this is also a dot grid notebook with the textured, this is a sweater weather, so it has that mock cross stitch stitching. And you'll see like this pattern here is on one of the leather stickers. So you're going to see, you know, this pattern here is very similar to what's on the washi tapes. So all of these stitching details, you're seeing that repeated through. The folk art you're seeing repeated through as well. So it's a very cohesive set, everything going together. Beautifully put together. I'm so excited about using these. My only thing, this is so seasonal. I live in Texas. A sweater themed journal is not something I get to use very often. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do about that, but I do like the texture and the colors on it. I may end up using it to swatch washi or pens or something, but it's so pretty. So this is your set. So you have the 8.5 folk tradition. You have the square notebook in the sweater weather theme. You have the 5 pens that are the acrylic paint pens, and they can be used on paper, or you can, because they're paint pens, you can use them on other things. You can use them to color a rock. You can use them to write on all kinds of stuff. So those are the acrylograph pens. You have the washi tape set, which we have swatched right here. And here's your acrylograph colors. You have the acrylic stamp set. So here are the inks for that. You have the acrylic block that comes with it. You have the stamp set. You have the embroidered bookmark, and you have the corner paper punch and the vegan leather stickers in the motifs and colors that fit the design of the book, of the whole bundle, not just the books, but the whole bundle. They're all there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media here on YouTube at GadgetGirlTX, or Instagram and Pinterest, as well as Facebook. And we are also in the process of setting up a website where we will have more blogs and free downloads and things like that for you there as well. So be sure to check us out as we go along. I hope that today you enjoyed today's look at all of the goodies from Archer and Olive, and we will see you in the next video.